2023 was a pretty good year for Xbox. We had the launch of Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, and of course, Starfield. Along with this, we had a plethora of games coming to Game Pass day and date as well. But 2024 is set to be an even bigger year for Xbox. Let's get into talking about some of the exclusives coming to the platform this year. What is up, guys? Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Please do consider leaving a like on the channel and subscribing if you haven't already. Let's get into talking about all the exclusive games coming to Xbox this year. Starting off with Flight Simulator 2024. This is not a DLC for the previous Flight Simulator. This is a brand new simulator and is designed to take advantage of the latest technologies in simulation, cloud, and machine learning, graphics, and gaming to create the most sophisticated, immersive, and awe-inspiring flight simulator of all time. This is going to carry across certain progress from the previous game, so don't worry about if you've bought a ton of stuff. This will actually carry across stuff, but will also add various different challenges and features like big weather storms or trying to actually put together one of the electrical towers by using a helicopter to drop it onto the other section, or being an air ambulance. So there's plenty of stuff to get stuck into in this brand new flight simulator title. Now let's talk about Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. This is not just an exclusive, but it's actually going to be a timed exclusive, so will maybe come to PlayStation, but I can see Xbox agreeing a deal where this timed exclusive is extended, but nonetheless this is a timed exclusive on the platform. This is going to be a one-of-a-kind gameplay featuring elements of first-person shooters, immersive sim, and horror. This is going to be a non-linear story that unfolds in the setting of a local post-apocalyptic dark science fiction. Your duty is to decide the fate of the zone. This is actually set in Unreal Engine 5 and just looks absolutely gorgeous running from what we've seen so far. We've seen a ton of gameplay for this, even with all the stuff going on in the world in this area where the developers are held. They are pushing through with this game, so I can't wait to see more about this one. Let's talk about Towerborn. Towerborn is a hope-filled action-adventure game with gorgeous art, varied environments, and intense combat. You play as an ace, a warrior born anew from the spirit realm with the mission to protect the Belfry, fighting an evil force that looms beyond the walls of our last safe haven. There are three main areas in Towerborn: the Belfry, the world map, and the levels you fight your way through. Each has unique features for you to explore. Towerborn is built with player choice in mind. You can play cooperatively or by yourself with the ability to change the difficulty at any time. Players will also be able to fully customize their aces and find weapons and armors that fit their playstyle. Each weapon set has a unique special moves, so test them all to see what you personally prefer. This game looks really cool. It's a bit of a smaller one, but still you need these kind of titles, especially when you've got something like Game Pass. There's loads of different things to dive into. This is another exclusive coming to the platform this year. And of course, we can't have a 2024 Xbox list without talking about Hellblade 2. There is not much I need to say about this game that already doesn't stand out there, but if you haven't played the first one, now is the time to dive into that game while there's a little bit of a break before games like Prince of Persia. Definitely dive into the first Hellblade, check that out, because this second one, if you haven't seen the trailers, graphically it's going to be insane. Gameplay wise, we've seen that they can do some decent gameplay. The first one didn't have much combat, but we can clearly see they've added that in the second game, and that's something to look forward to. This is an Unreal Engine 5 title and is also set for launch this year, so definitely look out for this one. Avowed. So Avowed is set in part of Eora called the Living Lands, the same universe as Pillars of Eternity. From the most recent trailer shown at this year's last year's Xbox Game Showcase, we learned that our playable character is a powerful magic wielder sent to the Living Lands by an emperor to investigate a devastating plague that is corrupting the people of the Living Lands. However, being such a powerful mage, the locals fear and distrust you on impulse. You'll have to prove your intentions if you want to get them on your side. It seems our playable characters and magical capabilities are wholly uncommon here in the Living Lands, able to use a combination of regular hand-to-hand melee weapons and guns alongside spells to eliminate foes. So you have all this power, what are you going to do with it? That question is what is lingering in the trailer when it draws to a close, and with what is on the screen text reading "Forge Your Destiny." In this just could be anything, we don't know, but this is something that just looks so good. I can't wait to see what this game looks like. The colors are amazing. The graphics seem pretty good. I've heard a lot of people say it's a bit of a downgrade from the original trailer, but that original trailer really didn't show us what the game was going to be. There wasn't anything that was in-engine. We've actually got gameplay now, so I'm excited for this one. And yeah, we'll go on to the next game. South of Midnight. So as Hazel, you will explore the mythos and encounter creatures of southern folklore in a macabre and fantastical world. When disaster strikes her hometown, Hazel is called to become a weaver, a magical mender of broken bonds and spirits. Imbued with these new abilities, Hazel will confront and subdue dangerous creatures, untangle the webs of her own family's shared past, and if she's lucky, find her way to a place that feels like home. Now, I thought this one was really interesting with stop motion style graphics. It looked absolutely gorgeous, and they are working heavily on getting us some gameplay trailer to officially show us when they feel it's ready. But this is currently at the moment still something that is actually set to release in 2024. So this one I'm definitely looking forward to. Clockwork Revolution is a game we really don't have much info on at the moment, but looks absolutely very, very cool and is very BioShock inspired. This looks like it's going to be just a really cool first-person action RPG with just heavy emphasis on the combat and the intricate character systems, which are designed for us to just, explore everything and approach different scenarios in different ways. So I am very, very excited for this one. There's not a ton more I can say on it, apart from graphically it looks cool. It's BioShock inspired by the looks of it, which is a good thing because we haven't got many of those style of games before. So this one is exciting, is definitely set still for 2024, and yeah, I can't wait to see more from this studio and from this game. Now, next on the list, we're going to go into some sort of speculation here because it's not guaranteed that we're going to get this game, but we are 3 years since the previous game, and this studio has moved to a 3-year cycle, and this is a new Forza Horizon. Now, I personally am not sure this is going to launch in 2024, but it could, because it's obviously 2021 that we got the previous Forza game, and yeah, the studio has moved to a 3-year release cycle for Forza, so that makes sense that we get the game this year. So we could see a Forza Horizon 6 game this year, and the rumors so far are that it's going to be set in Japan, which would be absolutely gorgeous. The style of ray tracing and colors they could do in this game would be absolutely phenomenal on Xbox Series X and S. I can't wait to see what's next, because obviously Forza Horizon 5 graphically was one of the best, it's the best racing game personally in my opinion. I prefer Forza than Motorsport, for Horizon than Motorsport, and I can't wait to see what they do with this next game, because I think they will push things even further now they've had more time to get to grips with the Series X and Series S hardware. They can push these things even more, and after Motorsport was not disappointing, but it wasn't as good as we all hoped it would be. This needs to be the game they push hard and bring all the fans, and everyone just feels better about the whole situation with the Forza game. So on to the next game. Now, this next game is not an exact exclusive, but we are going to be getting a brand new Call of Duty game this year. It's looking like it's going to be Black Ops. Now, my main thing is I hope to see this game actually be in Game Pass now going forward every single year, so we can start just not having to pay for the game and getting it in Game Pass. It would just be so huge to be able to do that. So I'm definitely excited for Call of Duty. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the series. I play it constantly throughout the year, every year, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this next Call of Duty. Now, the next game on the list isn't a full game, but it is actually Starfield DLC, and this is because this could be so big and expansive because it's so easy for them to do. They just need to add more planets, more quests, more storylines, more characters, and of course, we're obviously getting over the course of this year now, as of February, constant updates every few weeks to the game, and that's not just basic bug fixes. This is proper big updates, bringing better gameplay mechanics and fixing a lot of the issues people have had with the game, which is awesome, because that's all we can ask for a game that launches half-baked and not fully done, is expansive stuff that's going to come to the game to make our experience better. and that's just all we can ask for. But that is it for the list. There is a lot of rumors for this year that there's going to be a lot more stealth drops from Xbox. They seem to have a great success with Hi-Fi Rush last year. It was awesome time to just get that game stealth dropped onto our Game Pass lists, and yeah, I just absolutely loved that game to bits. So I hope we see more things like that throughout the course of the year. Obviously, if there's any news or rumors, I'll update you guys. Just stay tuned and subscribe, of course, with that bell notification button pressed on as well, so you stay up to date with the latest and greatest Xbox content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day and Happy New Year from the Major Bet channel. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.